Hi guys, happy Sunday with Satan. So how is everybody? Snowing like crazy snow. It's like cocaine everywhere. No, I'm kidding. So, alright, so today I'm going to start with the Cosmic Tarot series. So this is going to help me too, if not everybody else, but me too. So, alright, first, gotta show you guys this. This is amazing. So my sister has a shopping problem. No, she doesn't have a problem. I don't think so anyway. But anyway, these things are so fucking amazing. Singing bowl, a Tibetan singing bowl. I don't know what that says. I have no idea because I don't read whatever language that is. But it's incredible. Comes with a little cushion. It's pretty freaking heavy. I mean, this thing is heavy. And it's got some kind of symbol on the inside. No idea. No idea. But it's just the most amazing thing. And then it comes with this. So if you get pissed off at somebody, you can just beat them with it. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so this is how I got it to actually sing. I don't know how, but it does. It sings for me. Amazing is that sound. It's like peace, relaxation. And then this part is really fucking hard to it's really hard to seriously cool. The pitch. It just... It's really hard to get this side to sing. It's really hard to get this part to sing. There it goes. It is amazing. It puts everybody to sleep. I love it. I fucking love it. Everybody should have one of these and a therapist. So yes, I put water in there last night to see what it does. And the water actually ripples. Weird, like really weird ripple. It's just the most amazing thing I've ever fucking had in my entire life. So, one more time. Amazing, amazing. So this has become a part of my nightly ritual, my OCD ritual. I have got to have this thing. It is so amazing. Thank you, sis. So fucking much. I love it. Those are just the best things I've ever. You can do so much with that. I have little research, no idea, but I know that it balances the root chakra. So, oddly enough, last night when I was doing the meditations, that's what chakra felt. It was almost like I sprouted tree roots from my ass, and I was just connected to the earth. Very, very connected to Mother Earth. It's seriously very strange. Very fun. It's like kind of reminds me of like a celestial tones. I don't know. It's just really fun. It's very fun, very peaceful. So, yeah, I just YouTubed how to do that. Found out it worked. So I thought that was pretty cool. So pretty amazing. I love it. I do. I think everybody should have that. Like I said, that and a therapist. So, okay. Alright, the Cosmic Tarot. Awesome book. Amazing. The definitions, the meanings to these cards. Completely different. I mean, awesome. So, this is the Cosmic Tarot by Jean Hewitts, I want to say. So, sis, thank you. Take it easy. Thank you. I love it. So I'm going to go over just a few of the major Arcana cards because their definitions are very long. Extremely long. Wow, it is really snowing out. So, Monday. Candle will go out. Definitely Monday. Yeah, I can't. I cannot drive in the snow. I got in a really bad accident, so you'll get your candle. I do not want to die. If I did, then you could actually call me up on the Ouija board, so. Alright, so the Fool is the first card within the Cosmic Tarot. Seriously, the imagery on these are just, I cannot get over just how amazing they are. So that's the Fool. Yes, as seen on TV, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Amazing. So, the Fool is the first card. So the Fool, 0, the Fool, a jester in motley dances at the edge of a cliff. A dog's symbol of fidelity leaps beside him, perhaps warning him of the dangers of the deep. The sun inspires the Fool with spheres of light. Crystals grow from the ground. Okay, so this gives it different segments or parts. So the next would be the cosmos. So the number 0 is the mathematical point of neutrality between positive numbers and negative numbers. In metaphorical terms, the Fool is the point of balance between destruction and creation. She or he signifies the held breath of the cosmic force. The exhalation is creation. The inhalation is annihilation. So the Fool is spirit on the edge of manifestation. The formless, who precedes or succeeds the dualism of heaven and earth, ground zero, the bomber term for the center of destruction, an absolute neuter, neither male nor female, neither active nor passive. The Fool embodies in its circular digit all possibilities. So I can kind of see the Fool's journey, zero, starting at zero, going through his journey through the tarot, the major cards. Okay. And then it also gives you, okay, the human community. The human community. What? I'm trying to understand this book. So, the human community. The fool or court jester is wise in folly, witty in madness, alone in a court. He candidly exposes the king's foolishness, with the king's consent and even encouragement. So we have in ourselves the capacity to satirize, whatever that word is, our own foolishness, to laugh at ourselves and to laugh at the folly of our leaders, even as they, like the fool, bring us dancing to the edge of but I don't know that word, of a precipice? That's a weird word, I don't like it. I don't think it should be in this book. A humorless life would be unbearable. It would. That'd be terrible. And our professional jesters, cartoonists, comedians, clowns, and essayists, I like that word, essayist, an essayist, keep our leader from taking themselves too seriously, and keep us from taking our leaders too seriously. However, pretending that life is nothing but a joke, refusing to confront responsibility for ourselves and our own actions, eventually leads to destruction and chaos. So, complacent cynicism makes fools of us. Closed eyes bring us over the precipice. I don't fucking know that word. Precipice. Oh my god, I do know that fucking word. Precipice. Led by the fantasies of those who would dominate us. Okay, kind of makes sense. The fool is the short-term solution, the easy way out. Public vaccinations and education on disease control vetoed. Shoddy safety standards to favor low production costs. Exploitive labor practices to compete with other economies, using human rights as a public relations facade in swapping political favors. Sooner or later, the precipice, pollution, epidemics, revolution, civil suits by injured workers or consumers will gape open. Ew, I don't like that word, gape. I don't like that word, that's gross. So, controversially, the fool is the activist, the dissenter, the one who forces us to face social problems, even if solving them seems impractical, politically and economically. He may be a Chicken Little, or he may be a prophet. It's different, very different. So, and then the fool goes on with the individual. So the individual, imagination is a sister of ecstasy. Imagination is a sister of ecstasy. Okay. And ecstasy is a razor's edge between sanity and insanity. I can completely understand that. The most heartbreaking delusions and the most exquisite beauty spring from imagination. The fool embodies the imagination with all its glamour. I like glamour. And all its danger. His head reaches toward the sun and the stars. His feet caper on the very lip of a crystal-studded alpine cliff. I like that. He is the romantic artist who creates universally loved masterpieces. He is the madman who makes no sense to anyone but himself. That sounds like me. That feels like me today. It is also appropriate that the fool is the zero, the naught, for the imagination by itself signifies nothing. Only when given form does the imagination make an impact. However unstable an artistic type may be, creation will always include a fair measure of solid calculating reason. The faithful dog dances along, but keeps the fool from losing awareness of the surroundings. So that little doggy is grounding him back down to earth. Cute little doggy. Very cute little dog. Alright, so the imaginary excursions that lead to creation can be spontaneous, even foolish. The 19th century chemist Frederick August Kekule von Strontis was doing on an omnibus one day when he saw atoms twirling about in a dance. The end of a chain of atoms joined itself to the head of the chain and made a whirling ring. The playful vision immortalized Kekule von Strontis, and it was a breakthrough realization in modeling the structure of Benez and led to models of other silic chemicals. Okay. This is very in-depth. Very in-depth. That's why I'm only going to do a few cards per day. So, a person who is too much in love with reason and purposefulness, one who is incapable of wasting time, will never know the joy of creation. Fascist or totalitarian societies require that artists fill the needs of the people, which usually means of finding the lowest common emotional and political denominator. Nothing risky, nothing experimental, or nothing offensive. Ooh, that's not fun. I'm very offensive. I'm very offensive. These societies label as decadent. The artist who creates for the joy of it, for art's sake, the wish to conform to what society dictates as sensible and productive and lucrative, is a more effective censor than any government bureau. Very different meanings. Okay, the fool is a youth, male or female, or a youthful spirit. He or she may be thoughtless, even callous, but always brings that welcome breath of fresh air. All creative endeavors, especially those that make us laugh, are in the domain of the fool, as are mimes and clowns of all kinds. Well, from class clowns to professional buffoons. Professional buffoons? Is that such a thing? Is that real? A buffoon? Professional? To the benevolent Shriners, the fool is possibly a bumbler. What the hell is a bumbler? A bumbler. The person who always commits the fox pass. Oh, the one who spills the beans. The fox pass. Fox, F-A-U-X-E. Fox, fake. Okay, that makes sense. It's very different, isn't it? Different meanings? Oh, meanings. Oh, now we get to the actual meanings of the card. Okay, wisdom of innocence, originality, annulment of reason, frivolity, whatever that word is, lack of discipline, ecstasy, delirium, satire, cartoons, clowns, mime, madness, imagination, youthfulness, comedy, fun, lack of social grace. That'd be me. Thoughtfulness, folly, extravagance, immaturity, irrationality, frenzy, enthusiasm, and naivete. So that is the Fool. Wow. All that for one card. All that for the Fool. There, wait, can you guys see him? There we go. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. And I don't know if yes, right down there in the corner, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little, looks like a trademark, like a copyright, the artist's signature. Very cool cards. Alright, so the Magician. Very different. Very different from the other cards. Well, from the card in the other deck. Alright, the Magician. The Magician's face has both masculine and feminine features. A mustache, and goatee, delicate eyebrows, and mouth. He or she wears a fillet decorated with the lemon skate used in mathematics to signify infinity. Okay, the figure 8. Okay, through mental powers, he or she rules the 4 elements. The 4 suit signs of the tarot, the roses of passion, and the lilies of purity are near the table. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. I like that. I like how it's giving us different, like, just big time, like, deeper meaning into the cards. Okay, so the cosmos. I don't know what the cosmos means. I guess meaning the cosmos, maybe as an archetypal energy, since all the major arcanas are an archetypal energy that can't go away. So the cosmos might be that archetypal energy, I'm guessing. So, cosmos. The Roman numeral 1 is identical to the Roman letter 1, which signifies self-awareness, ego in English. I is oneness and also onlyness. The lonely one craves a reflection, which will be identical and yet the opposite. The potential of the 0, the fool, into a creative force. God, goddess, life, breath, love, inspiration, mind, and the great one. The presence of the 4 suit signs indicate that from the formlessness have come the elements of form. The magician is form, then, and his sister, the high priestess, is time. So, the magician is time, and then the high priestess is... No, the magician is form, and the high priestess is time. That's interesting. So the sword, wand, and cup, and the pentagram symbolize the 4 elements of life, as understood by the human mind. Air, mental, fire, spiritual, water, emotional, and earth, physical. I don't know if that's archetypal. That's archetypal, but that's not archetypal in what I'm thinking. So the human community. The magician manipulates the elements to invent, to create, to cast a spell, and so he or she rules invocation and pioneering work, research and development, experimental or avant-garde art, and radical sociology. Ooh, I like that. Radical sociology. So his work has the potential to fill the needs of humans though he is neutral as to the moral implications of its uses. Thus, dynamite can be used to excavate building sites, or it can be used in bombs. Well, that's weird. The roses denote passionate dedication. The lilies represent pure, single-minded devotion. The magician manipulates people as well as the elements, charismatic, attractive, and persuasive. He knows how to play all chords, charming us mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. The magician is the priest and the leader. And the charlatan, the pretender. The audience that forgets the illusory quality of the show is duped. The priest or preacher who claims for himself for the qualities of the spirit he worships is a charlatan. Christian church, Christianity, cough cough. The vote-buying promises of politicians are magic tricks. No comment. That reveal the real difficulties involved in governing. The magician can reflect the tendency of groups to get caught up in the power, charisma, or promises of an individual. Trump. Such situations have led to the founding of a great religion such as Islam, Buddhism, Christianity, and have also led to brainwashing cults, Christianity, and the most savage tyrannies such as those under Adolf Hitler and Idi Amin. This is like, I don't know where this is going, but it's going somewhere. Alright, the individual. So the magician is the ideal person to raise funds for a cause, to convert or persuade difficult audience, to solve a complex problem through sheer inequity. Once the trick is done, however, his interest wanes. Someone else will have to follow through. He is interested in seeing how this work is applied, but most likely needs a business partner. Unless he himself has the means of production, potential investors may be alienated by the fact that he doesn't always play by the rules. Though not necessarily immoral, the magician is not scrupulous. He will not agonize over the consequences his work may have. His means support the end. The process, not the goal, is all. One result is his detachment to the ability to dedicate himself to a task that may have no material reward or status. The other side of scholarly detachment is science gone amok. Cruelty to animals. The invention of devastating weapons. A magician can be a heartless playboy or playgirl, making a science of seduction and abandoning his or her subject when the experiment has yielded results. Or the magician's objectivity can allow him to love unpossessively a free-spirited person. Are you guys getting this? It's very in-depth. So, the magician can be a brother, a friend, or a long-standing or an ordained man. He can be tremendously supportive or maddeningly competitive. If the magician is in the form of a woman, she will gravitate to traditionally male jobs and roles. So the magician rules crackpots. What? Whose great ideas never make it off the drawing board. Inventors, con artists, slay-off handwrite artists, Mr. or Mrs. Fix-Its, master artisans and artists who concentrate more on style and form than on content and meaning. That's different. It's very different. Okay, so the meaning of what card are we on? A magician. So the meaning, brother or friend, elementary knowledge, a free spirit, determination, skill, juggling, initiative, agitation, disgrace, self-reliance, intelligence, inventiveness, self-confidence, resourcefulness, deception, sleight of hand, clumsiness, and egoism. I like that. So I am understanding more of why they are giving such for instances, which I like very much. I thought this would be a very easy deck to get through. Wow, it is really snowing outside, you guys. I love it. It's beautiful. So, okay, the High Priestess. She has time. There we go. You can see her very well there. Alright, so the High Priestess. Number 2. Right. The High Priestess. I need to sit right, you guys. I'm sorry. This is a really interesting book. Very interesting. I love it. And thank you for whoever stuck up for me yesterday, Sheila. Yeah, for my smoking. Yeah, that's the only thing I can do. So, I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I'm a very clean person, so the only thing I can do is smoke cigarettes and drink coffee. So thank you for sticking up for me. Very much. So the High Priestess. Alright, card 2. The High Priestess is marked with oceanic tides. I love the wording in this book. Oceanic. I love these words. The starry cosmos mingles with her hair. The blue tint of her hair and skin denotes restfulness and depth. On her forehead is a yin-yang symbol, union and dualism. A book imprinted with the first and last letters of the Greek alphabet is before her. The crescent moon which governs the tides shows the High Priestess to be in harmony with the ebb and flow of life and death. Makes sense? Makes sense to me. Wow. it's really, really, really coming down. So pretty. It is. It matches my hair. Okay. The cosmos. The High Priestess, in anticipation of the maternally Empress, is often called virginal. Vaginal? Virginal, not vaginal, sorry. Her womb has the potential to nourish a living being, but if conception is denied, menstruation brings the demise of the unfertilized ovum, which would be the egg. You guys didn't know that. The life force comes in its time to each being and withdraws in its time, just as ocean tides come and go, just as the moon waxes and wanes. I really like the High Priestess. I love her energy. It's just a very good card. I've always liked her. So the yin yang denotes the fundamental truth of nature as perceived by humans, that all energy is generated by the interplay of opposites, the alternation of negative and positive, light and dark, dry and wet, hot and cold, day and night. That took a lot. Alright, the letters Alpha and Omega inscribed in the book are the first and last letters of the Greek alphabet. As her brother, the magician, coagulates, I like that word too, coagulates the elements to make creation possible. The priestess takes from eternity time, beginning and end. I like these meanings. This is very, very in-depth and very rich. Quite cool. Alright. Okay, the human community. Wait. The human community. Okay. There we go. The magician represents the application of knowledge. The high priestess represents knowledge itself. She is the ivory tower. Theories on the origin of the cosmos, the most hair-splitting semantic argument. Mandelbrot sets are all of interest to the high priestess. Some of the data she turns up will eventually be used by the magician. For example, the Mandelbrot sets can help pinpoint chaotic elements in models of shoreline erosion. Meanwhile, the priestess will always have a fascinated, if elite, audience. Makes sense. Very cool. So the high priestess also represents the unofficial side of the world religions. Compare with the V, the Hierophant, the 5. Established churches have always been uneasy with their saints, visionaries and reformers, but the community of any religion becomes a mere reflection of the worldly status quo, without creative and sometimes obsessed individuals. St. Francis of Assisi, Thomas A. Kempis, and Tibet's Milarepa, and especially women such as the Bodhisattva Joan of Arc and Hildred of Benin, reflect the kind of energy symbolized by the high priestess. They did not start religions. They used existing institutions to realize unique visions. The high priestess is the obsessor or leader of obscure religious communes or orders that have only tenuous connections with established churches. Okay, that makes sense. Kinda. Okay. Where'd we go? Okay, the individual. These are really, really different cards. So, where'd I go? The individual. Okay, the high priestess attracts men and women, though she tends to be reserved and unassuming, even cold. She may be a bookworm. One could say of her, still waters run deep. The high priestess can indicate a feeling of certainty, even if various aspects of a situation are yet hidden. The High Priestess is the older or younger sister, an intimate relationship bound by taboos. Huh. Cool. She may be a beloved female friend or an ordained woman. If the High Priestess takes the guise of a man, he will be somewhat effeminate and very understanding of women. Hi, gay men. This is our card. The High Priestess can represent a young, virginal woman, not vaginal, virginal, or a woman who has control over her sexuality in terms of activity and fertility. In this respect, she can donate successful birth control. At least somebody can. Not the Catholic Church, that's for sure. Sorry, I had to. Okay. Meanings. Mystery. Hidden knowledge, wisdom, sound, judgment, common sense, serenity, penetration. I watched Uganda Be Kidding Me by Chelsea Handler last night, so everything is funny today. Penetration. Foresight. Intuition. Initiation. Mental power. Silence. Perception. Self-reliance. Sister. Impassiveness. Quiet assertiveness. Platonic relationships. Love of books. Shallowness. Obsessiveness. Passive-aggressive types. So that is what she means. So we've gone through 3 cards, and it's taken quite the time. So tomorrow we will pick up with the Empress. Very good book, though. Seriously, if you guys want, if you guys have the Cosmic Tarot, as seen on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So the Cosmic Tarot by Jean Hewitts. Very good book. Very good book. And it's only $10. So it's very good, very good, and very cheap. So we will pick up tomorrow with the Empress. There she is. Very different, very different. So yeah, I keep going back to the season 5 of Buffy with these cards in them, and I keep seeing them in all these different places. So, okay, the Fool, the Magician, and the High Priestess. Wait, I have them backwards. I have them backwards again. There we go. So yes, we will do the rest of these tomorrow. So, did anybody try that depression spell? It kind of worked for me, it kind of didn't. I don't know, really. Honestly, I don't think it did much. Kinda, because last night was very nice. Very nice day. The weekend, it was completely amazing. Awesome family time. It's just been amazing. Spending quality time with your family is the best thing in this world. So, before I go, and yes, Monica, I have gotten more comments are coming up. I really honestly think that BBA TV had blocked a lot of you. Sorry. They blocked a lot of you from commenting on my stuff, and I don't know why, especially on YouTube. So I'm just very glad to be out of that. So one more time, I am in love with this thing. Seriously, I could do this for hours. Sit here and just do this for hours. peaceful. I'm just like, hi. Okay, I'll try it one more time with this side. Yeah, if you guys, I don't know where this came from, so I don't know where to tell you guys to get one. I'm so tired now. It's like yeah, and then they have these really cool little cushions, like a little hat. That'd be cute. So yes, this thing is seriously just, I mean, amazing. I don't know what that means. It's Hindi, and the writing is Hindi too. It's freaking heavy. Kind of reminded me of the Urn of Osiris from Buffy, but it's not, so I love it. I seriously do. That is the best thing since, I don't know what, since sliced bread. Alright guys. Oh wow, 42-minute video, so I love you all very much, and thank you guys for watching, and I'm so glad everybody's back, all my regulars. So, alright guys, I will see you all tomorrow, and everybody have a great day. And yeah, I love you all very, very much, and I'm very glad that a lot of you are back. No more BBA TV, so awesome. Alright guys, I love you all very much, and thank you guys for watching.